In the modern world, where distractions, temptations, and constant demands compete for our attention, one ability determines whether we succeed or fail: willpower. Psychologist Kelly McGonigal, in her groundbreaking book Willpower, Rediscovering the Greatest Human Strength, explores the science of self-control and provides readers with practical strategies to strengthen it. McGonigal argues that willpower is not just about resisting temptation, it is the foundation of personal growth, goal achievement, and a fulfilling life. Through insights from psychology, neuroscience, and behavioral science, she shows that willpower is a trainable skill rather than an innate trait. This means anyone can improve their self-control, make better choices, and ultimately create a life aligned with their deepest values. The book blends scientific research with accessible storytelling, offering examples, experiments, and exercises that readers can apply immediately. In a world where instant gratification often wins, McGonigal's work reminds us that discipline, patience, and mindful self-regulation are the true keys to freedom and success. 1. The science of willpower. McGonigal begins by redefining willpower as the ability to say "I will," "I won't," and "I want." "I will" refers to the determination to take action toward a goal. "I won't" is the ability to resist temptations or distractions. "I want" reminds us of our long-term priorities and values. Together, these three elements form the foundation of self-control. Willpower is not simply about resisting indulgence, it is about aligning everyday actions with long-term aspirations. Practical example. Someone trying to eat healthier can use willpower in 3 ways. "I will cook a balanced meal tonight." "I won't stop at the fast food drive-thru." "I want to improve my health and energy for the future." 2. Willpower as a limited but renewable resource. McGonigal highlights research showing that willpower behaves like a muscle. It can be depleted in the short term but strengthened with consistent practice. This is known as ego depletion. When we make too many decisions or resist too many temptations, our self-control weakens temporarily. However, just like a muscle, willpower grows stronger with training. Small acts of discipline, such as sitting up straight, resisting minor urges, or committing to daily routines, can build resilience over time. Practical example. If you train yourself to resist checking your phone during meals, you are exercising your willpower muscle, making it easier to resist larger temptations like procrastination or binge eating later. 3. The role of stress in self-control. Stress is one of the greatest enemies of willpower. When we are stressed, the brain shifts into survival mode, prioritizing short-term relief over long-term goals. This is why people often overeat, overspend, or relapse into bad habits during stressful periods. McGonigal emphasizes the importance of stress management techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or mindful awareness to preserve willpower capacity. Practical example. Before making a difficult decision, taking 5 slow breaths can calm the nervous system, reduce stress hormones, and allow the brain's prefrontal cortex, the center of self-control, to regain control. 4. The role of awareness and mindfulness. A recurring theme in the book is that self-awareness strengthens willpower. Many people act on autopilot, unconsciously repeating behaviors that sabotage their goals. By practicing mindfulness, individuals can pause, recognize urges, and make intentional choices. Practical example. A smoker who develops mindfulness may begin to notice that cravings are strongest during specific triggers, such as after coffee or during stress. Awareness allows them to prepare healthier responses instead of automatically reaching for a cigarette. 5. The battle between immediate gratification and long-term goals. Humans are wired to prioritize short-term pleasure over long-term benefits. This evolutionary tendency, while useful in survival, often undermines modern goals such as saving money, dieting, or pursuing education. McGonigal stresses the need to connect deeply with future rewards to counteract impulsive urges. Visualization of long-term outcomes helps the brain perceive them as more real and immediate. Practical example. A student procrastinating on studying can visualize the pride of graduating, the opportunities a degree will bring, and the sense of accomplishment at finishing a project. This connection strengthens the "I want" aspect of willpower. 6. The role of habits in conserving willpower. Since willpower is limited, building automatic habits reduces the need for constant self-control. When healthy behaviors become routine, they no longer require mental effort. Practical example. If someone makes a habit of going for a walk immediately after dinner, it eventually becomes automatic, requiring little willpower. This frees up mental energy for other challenges. 7. The social dimension of willpower. Willpower is contagious. The people we surround ourselves with influence our behavior. Being around disciplined, health-conscious, or goal-oriented individuals strengthens our own self-control. Conversely, environments filled with temptation or negative influences weaken it. Practical example. If you join a fitness group where everyone is committed to exercising, you are more likely to stay consistent than if you attempt to work out alone while surrounded by unhealthy influences. 8. Forgiveness and self-compassion. Interestingly, McGonigal shows that being too harsh on yourself after failure weakens willpower. Guilt, shame, and self-criticism often lead to giving up entirely. On the other hand, self-compassion, acknowledging mistakes without judgment, strengthens resilience and promotes recovery. Practical example. If someone on a diet slips and eats dessert, instead of saying, "I ruined everything," they can reframe, "I slipped, but I will do better at my next meal." This mindset helps them stay committed long-term. 9. Training the brain for stronger willpower. McGonigal highlights several evidence-based practices that build lasting willpower. Meditation strengthens focus and impulse control. Exercise improves physical stamina and mental discipline. Sleep restores self-control by replenishing mental resources. Goal setting provides clarity and direction. Practical example. A person who meditates for just 5 minutes daily improves their ability to resist impulses and stay focused on long-term priorities. 10. The ripple effect of willpower. One of the most inspiring insights in the book is the willpower ripple effect. Strengthening self-control in one area of life tends to improve it in other areas. For example, people who begin exercising regularly also tend to eat healthier, spend less impulsively, and become more productive. Practical example. If you commit to walking 20 minutes each morning, you may also find yourself naturally drinking more water, sleeping better, and focusing more effectively at work. Conclusion. Building a willpower-fueled life. In Willpower, Rediscovering the Greatest Human Strength, Kelly McGonigal reminds us that success, happiness, and personal fulfillment depend not on external circumstances, but on our ability to control ourselves from within. Willpower is the inner strength that enables us to resist short-term temptations, stay focused on long-term goals, and live a life of purpose. McGonigal's message is profoundly empowering. Willpower is not fixed. It is a skill that can be developed. By practicing mindfulness, managing stress, creating positive habits, and treating ourselves with compassion, we can train our minds to make wiser choices. Ultimately, the book teaches that the true freedom in life comes not from indulging every desire, but from having the strength to shape our own destiny. The greatest victories are not over others, but over our own impulses, doubts, and fears. The road to lasting achievement and happiness lies in cultivating this greatest human strength, willpower.
Be part of our journey. If you find our content valuable and inspiring, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Your support motivates us to keep going and bring you the best content, so don't forget to leave a like and share the video with those who might benefit.